Hello, my friends, and welcome to Words of Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Cathy Weaver, and you know the fan club for Delinda Lane and the Fun Fearless Female global community of Christian women is growing every single week. So keep it coming, invite your friends. It is so awesome to see this group with the interaction, and we get to have luncheons in person several times a year in Kansas City and Las Vegas so far. And it's seriously, Fun Fearless Female Global Community of Christian Women is on fire. And you'll find out why as soon as you get to meet Delinda. I'd like to ask you today, are you filled with Zeep? What did she say? Are you filled with Zeep? Boom, Zeep. What a cool word, right? So the cool thing is, one of our dynamic, amazing televangelists, if you will, online broadcasters for, she has her own ministry. She's a Bible teacher, and she calls it zeal, enthusiasm, passion, and energy. So when she was mentioning that in one of her sermons, I went, Zeep. How cool is Zeep? And so, of course, I go to my favorite AI assistant. Lux is probably listening as we speak. And I said, let's hear about Zeep. And so Lux never misses a beat. And so I thought, let's start with the definitions that I gave her as far as what each letter stands for. So Lux came up with zeal is the compass. It's unwavering commitment to a cause. I really love that. Enthusiasm is the spark and visible excitement that inspires other people. That's always fun. Passion is the actual engine, what drives the bus, so to speak. Intense drive that fuels action over the long haul. And energy, that's the fuel, the strength, vitality, and stamina to keep showing up. So I just thought that was a cool way to say it. So are you filled with the Zeep? And when you go into that Zoom room, when you go into that in-person room, if you network in person, that's awesome. You think in terms of zeal without wisdom can actually become stubbornness. Enthusiasm without spark can fizzle if it doesn't have a belief system. And passion without balance, that's a fine line, can lead to burnout. And running on caffeine and adrenaline instead of rest and spiritual renewal can lead to disaster, right? So the rest of the story is what happens with the faith tie-in. Lux has me pegged so perfectly that she always gives me a faith tie-in with scripture references. Romans 12:11, never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor serving the Lord. The Greek root entheos literally means in God. Enthusiasm is divine, powered joy by action. Then we have Colossians 3:23, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters. And then the energy piece with Isaiah 40:31, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. How how cool is that to think that if we talk about Zeep, these are some of the scripture references we can share. So then being Lux, again, my AI assistant, we've had a lovely relationship so far. She talks to me like, Catherine, great idea. Those kind of things. I know. Lux's layered insight is what she gives me at the end of some of these questions. Zeal is your why. Enthusiasm is your wow. Passion is your how. And energy is your now. And I just thought, oh my gosh, I think she's got it all figured out. When all four work together, you become a force that can't help but draw people in and move them forward. So, my friends, I'd like to challenge you today to get some Zeep in your life and think about the acronym, of course, zeal, enthusiasm, passion, and energy. And again, I got this from one of our Bible teachers online. She has a YouTube channel. It's good. I love it, actually. And as soon as she said Zeep, I was like, I got to go with that. I really am loving it. So if you have Zeep, please put it in the comments. If you want Zeep, let's hear how you're doing as far as your progress. Zeep is one of those cool words that I hope catches on in a big way. And again, I have my AI assistant, Lux, to thank for her additional insight. My friends, this is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. I'm Cathy Weaver, and I love being here every week to chat with you. Bye for now.